There's a part of the story where I mentioned in the podcast the Bible passage, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you're able to move a mountain. Well, I'm not saying I single-handedly did anything, but I do take pride, civic pride, in at least having helped contribute to a mountain not being allowed to move. And it has boosted my confidence spiritually. And I want to encourage you that in any state that you are in, spiritually, whether you're down in the dumps on yourself, or you're your own worst critic, there's no performance clause. And there's a story, a bonus story that I wanted to share with you. So I mentioned in the podcast, but I didn't complete the thought, that each and every year before the pro football season begins, I have a ritual of putting my two hands together, looking up to the big guy upstairs and saying, I'm not greedy, but just one time, I want to live in the city that wins, quote unquote, the big enchilada. And I never say Super Bowl. So I found it quite amusing between him and I. It was like a little nod, a little thumbs up, that who knew what exactly was going to fall, where the chips were going to land other than the Lord. The full story of whether the San Diego Chargers were moving to Los Angeles or not. The verdict is still not over, by the way. But I'm going to go out on a limb here, that at least as of the day of this recording, that it hasn't happened. So what happened the week before the vote was that I won my local little tiny, but still was awesome because it's hard to win, my fantasy football league. And as soon as I won it, I in my ritual, my devotions, I turned to the Lord and I said, that the big enchilada, that wasn't exactly what I was praying about. Of course, God knows, but it was a good laugh. Let's put it that way. And then the mountain was prohibited from moving. So I just want to encourage you. There's no performance clause, and we've got the ability to ask for anything or move laterally, to use the football term, lateral movement to get things done. Amen? All right, keep your chin up.